Okay, so it's been a good morning so far, and I'm getting ready to go and get my oil changed on this car. And while I'm there, I will get the updates on my van, because my van is at the same shop that I'm getting my oil changed. And but I will tell you, and I don't know the whole story yet, but I will tell you that I was wrong about what I thought was wrong with it. And the shop was too initially, because initially they also thought it was a head gasket or a cracked head because of the loss of the coolant and the oil. But it turns out it was a separate, the radiator was bad and my coolant was somehow going away. I'll get the specifics once I get down to the shop. But so it's a separate issue. There's nothing wrong with my heads or head gaskets. They did a compression test and on the engine, and that passed. So as far as it using oil, we're not exactly sure why it's using oil. Maybe it's just burning it. I don't know yet. I'm going to wait and see what they tell me. But what they did was they're changing the radiator in the van. They're putting a new one in. And they gave it an oil change. And he said he wants me to drive it for a few weeks and see what happens. Now, that's what he told me the other day. I may get different news when I get down there. I'm just kind of killing time right now, waiting. I'm going to grab some burger patties here at the McDonald's and then head over there. And I can eat them while they're doing the oil change on this car. So I'll be back in a little while, and I'll give you the what I know after I talk to them. So I'm kind of excited. I'm really glad, because my poor doggies, they haven't got to go anywhere in my new car. Other than Hunter, last month on his birthday, I did let him get in the car. But they're going to be very happy. I told them that they're going to be getting their van back, and we'd be able to go for swimmies, you know, down to the dam and everything. So they're going to be very happy. I will too, because actually I miss just taking them for rides. Sometimes we would just hop in the van and just go for a ride around town. They just love that, you know, and they've been missing that. So I'm very, very happy and excited. And I'm really hoping that the oil issue isn't anything serious either. So I am really glad and really thankful for those of you who kind of beat it into my stubborn head to go get it checked for sure before I junked it. So thank you for that, because, you know, sometimes little Miss Know-It-All doesn't really know everything. Anyway, I'm eating humble pie today, but it's okay. It's all good. I'll be back with you later when I know more. Okay, I'm just leaving the shop, and my van is finished. It ended up costing about $180 less than they first thought. That's awesome, right? And so, and I got my oil changed in my car too. And the deal with the radiator is it did have a leak, but it was on the very top of the radiator, on the back side at the very top. And the reason I didn't see anything leaking underneath the car is because it didn't leak when the car wasn't running and hot. It only was leaking when I was driving and it was pushing it out. And so that would explain why I was smelling coolant all the time. After I'd been driving it, it smelled like burnt coolant. And that's why, because it was coming out the backside of the radiator and spraying onto the engine, and it was burning it off. So it has a new radiator in it. And they told me they want me to drive it for about 500 miles, keep an eye on the oil level, and we're going to see how much oil it uses. We're because they said they couldn't find a leak. So he said if it is using, whoops, hold on a minute. Okay. I hate it when my camera mount comes loose. Anyway, what was I saying? We're going to check the oil. Keep an eye on it and see how much oil it uses in the next 500 miles, he said. If it's an excessive amount, then they'll investigate further. But if there's no leak, it would be an internal problem. And I asked him, what does that mean? And he said, well, they don't want to get ahead of themselves. They can't diagnose something yet before it happens. But it would be internal if there's no external leakage or anything like that. So all I know is I'm going to drive it for the next couple weeks and see what happens. And so that's going to be good. I'm happy about this. I'm really happy that it didn't cost me as much to get that fixed, the radiator fixed. And you know, I've been busy. I've been out every day trying to make enough to pay for this van repair. And that's another reason that I really haven't made many videos, again, this past week or two. So, oh, I gotta slow down. But I'm very happy, and I'm going to get someone to come with me so I can pick it up later this afternoon and take it home. And the kiddos will be happy to have their doggy van back. And we'll go from there. So this is really good. See, now I can start, you know, I did start taking the plywood down from the inside of my cargo trailer so I could take that down and put insulation up. So I did start taking the walls off, but then I had to save up and build up money to pay for this van. So that got put on hold again, you know. And now it's going to be back on my mind again, and I'm going to try to this week or next week get the insulation for the cargo trailer and get that done and make a video about that. So I guess that's all I got to tell you guys for today. I'm really in a good mood, as you can probably tell. So thank you again, everybody. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.